Hey guys, my name is Brady. I am the owner of High Country Finance. We are a full service tax and accounting firm based here in Draper, Utah. I've been doing taxes for about 6 years. As weird as it sounds, I enjoy taxes. Love numbers. That's a lot of what I do on a day-to-day basis. But to become a tax accountant, there's a little bit of education that's involved. I studied both accounting and personal financial planning at Utah Valley University. As far as continued education, there's actually a couple different routes with accounting that you can go. You can continue on with your education and get a master's degree, at which point you could test for what's called a CPA license. I decided to forego the continued education and get licenses with the IRS that allow me to do taxes and represent clients in front of the IRS. I kind of have a unique position as a tax accountant because one, I both have to represent the IRS to my clients and let them know what the tax laws are. I have to have a very good understanding of what they can and cannot do when it comes to their finances and the taxation of their money. But then on the flip side, I represent my clients and I want to make sure that they pay the fewest amount of taxes possible. As far as difficulties in my profession with taxes go, the biggest difficulty right now has been dealing with the IRS. It's a great government entity. However, they've been dealt a lot of cards in the past year and a half with COVID and some new bills that have passed in our government that have caused a lot of different moving parts that they've had to deal with. They've done a great job, but it is difficult trying to deal with them. The biggest highlight that I have as a tax accountant and owning my own company is the fact that I get to help a lot of people understand how our government's tax system works a little bit better. That's not something that's really taught in school, at least until you get to a very high level of education. Even in a lot of my accounting courses in college did not necessarily cover the in-depth situations that our government faces with taxation. But I get to teach and I get to talk to literally hundreds and thousands of people every year about how to, one, save money on taxes, how to better prepare for their futures, and how to pay the fewest amount of taxes possible. Several times I meet with clients during the year that haven't had a tax accountant or haven't maybe had such a hands-on experience with their taxes. And it's always fulfilling when they leave that meeting either emotional because they've just saved a lot of money or enlightened because they just understood, and it's almost like a light bulb goes off in their head. Right now, my typical day is actually pretty busy because taxes are due before October 15th. So you might find me getting to the office at 8 o'clock in the morning and I might not leave until 6 or 7 every day. Typically my calendar is booked back to back, meeting with clients, filing tax returns, including some consultation meetings that I do right now. When it's not tax filing season, so during the summer months or after October 15th in the late fall to early winter, I'm doing a lot of planning meetings where my clients see the most benefit in tax savings is when we actually plan. So we'll talk about investments, we'll talk about changes to the tax code, and my calendar is pretty sporadic. Another thing I do during the off season is I also go and speak across the country to different sales organizations and I teach their sales reps how to save money on taxes. That's a little bit about me. I'd love to provide any other information anyone might have about taxes or accounting. I also take part in the financial advisory realm just a little bit. But if you have any questions about finance or taxes, I'd love to help out.